What is going on, YouTube? So we're back at it. We're gonna hit chest today. I'm rocking the check this out. I'm rocking the dad socks in the gym because it's my fucking gym. I'll do what I want. And these old ass ripped up fucking shoes. But no one cares. It's just me. Well, and you guys, I guess, whoever's gonna watch this. But yeah, we're gonna hit some chest today, and periodically, talk about some shit, like things I've learned so much in the last couple of years of working out and how my body reacts to certain things. And one of the things, one of the hardcore things I've learned about my own body is, and working out in general, is how long you have to do this to realize how your body works. Like, there's things that bodybuilders and guys in the fitness industry talk about in YouTube videos that I never really I understood what they're saying, but I never understood it personally, how that works, or how long how do they come to these conclusions? Like, what is telling them that like for instance, like blood flow and stuff. And they're like, a lot of guys really, and I do too now, is talk a lot about blood flow. Where in the beginning, or most guys are just looking at this like, they just want to get stronger, so they're just trying to put up more weight. Well, strength is cool and all, but like, do you want size, or do you just want to be strong? Because man, there's some skinny ass, scrawny guys that are way stronger than I am. I've seen it. And it's fucking blown my mind. Like, there's, you know what I mean? So, when I started playing with the idea of just pumping, like the good old classic Arnold Schwarzenegger, pump the muscle, and I started realizing the benefits of that, and I started seeing it and feeling it, but it took time. It took time. I needed to find workouts that I needed to find workouts that did that for me. I don't know if that makes sense. Because before, you get a pump from I get a pump from throwing up either heavy fucking weight, like real fucking heavy. I get an instant fucking huge pump. Or by throwing up tons of fucking reps of some moderate to lightweight. And I find it, once you do that, you start feeling the muscle more. You're able to really focus on that muscle that you're trying to fill with blood. And then what comes with pumping is more nutrients, more blood flow, more repair. The scientific shit has gone all crazy about that. Like, it works. And you're not going to get so much stronger, but you are going to build or inflate the muscle, and it does create some size. So, anyways, look into it. We'll talk more about some other shit. I'm going to do some warm-ups, and I don't know. So, I like to warm up my shoulders because I don't want to have shoulder injuries. Thank the gods, I don't have shoulder injuries yet, but I know people who do, and it really affects how they train, and they have to work around it. So I just do shoulder warm ups. I might not need to ever, but I do it just in case, and I suggest most people should. Jumping into a workout, throwing up heavy weights, and that's something else I've learned. I used to jump into workouts, and I found that my second and third sets were a lot better than my first sets because I wasn't warming up. I wasn't starting somewhere low and, getting the blood moving and stuff like that. So, another tip, I guess. You can warm up the shoulders however you want to do it. There's multiple ways to do it. I'm just going to go through my routine. Sometimes I throw in extra, depending on how I feel. Sometimes I speed it up and I forget to do certain things. But this is what I like to do to start off. I do 2 sets of 15. And then I'll turn around and I'll do the other side of the... You'll see. Hard to explain. So then I'll turn around and I'll pull. So there's a pulling motion this way, and then the pulling motion that way. And I do that for both arms, 2 sets of 15. So then I come in here, and like I said, pull away. So that's another thing I forgot to mention is I'm down 40 pounds now. Things have kind of started to level out. I'm going to keep with this diet regime that I'm doing right now for maybe another 2 weeks to see if anything moves anymore. If not, I'm going to have to start throwing in cardio. I don't really want to take much more away from like my food. But I'm eating 4 eggs in the morning, 350 grams of egg whites with the 4 eggs in the morning. I'm taking fish oils twice a day, a little multivitamin just because, nothing special. And I eat 200 grams of mixed veggies steamed and 200 grams of chicken twice a day, so lunch and dinner. And that's pretty much it. I put some salad, like high fat, low carb salad dressing on that, and maybe other days I'll use some mayonnaise, but that's about it, really. Alright, so we're going to do the chest warm-up. Just going to do a couple sets of a warm-up, and sometimes I switch it up. Sometimes I like starting with incline, and I find starting with incline and going heavy with incline, or just doing high reps with incline, start getting that upper chest to pop out. And but other times I like to just start with flat. I change it up all the time. It's never. I just go by how I feel. Like everybody puts out all these routines, like, and realistically, what you need to understand is that routines are meant to be changed, adapted, or just you make your own. You do your own thing. Eventually, you find out what works for you. And for the longest time, I've just had this kind of, I want to call it like a guideline of what works for me, and I kind of stay within that for the most part. There is certain equipment that, like, if I go to the gym, sometimes I'll go to the gym and I'll use different equipment just to change it up. And I do like different equipment. It feels different. It does different things. Like, I wish I had a Smith machine. The Smith machine for to focus on muscle groups, like upper chest, I find it's a lot easier to slow the movement down. And the preacher curl machine for arms, for biceps and triceps, those two machines I wish I had. One day maybe, but you know what? I'll do, I got a pretty decent gym down here, so I'm going to make do with what I have. But I don't know what I'm going to start off with today. Yeah, no, fuck it. We're going to do incline dumbbells. And I think I'm going to do, we're going to start with some light weight, just pound out some reps and feel it out. Start off with some nice light weight. Get the shoulders, all the kinks out. Squeeze the muscle and feel it. Pitch the shoulder blades back. Yeah, you never want to remove the shoulder blades, you know what I mean? I could go further out and pull my shoulder blades. You don't want to do that. Keep your back squeezed. Keep your abs squeezed. Here you go. You can feel like my elbow pop there. There. So other things that I've come to terms with is losing weight. I've accepted the fact that I'm going to lose strength. Last time I said that too, and I didn't really accept it. I said I did, but I didn't. Because when it started happening, I kind of was like, oh my god, I need to change something, or I need to add more protein, or my calories are too low, something. I don't really care too much about strength anymore. I just want to, I do the workouts to keep my muscles active, and I'm hoping in the end, like if I didn't work out and I tried to lose weight, I would lose a lot of muscle mass. So eventually I just look like a skinny fat guy, where I just want to look, I want to get down to where I'm not that much overweight and I can see definition in the muscle. So that's why I continue workout, and I like working out. So like I like the weights, I like banging weights, like so. But like I will lose strength. It's inevitable. I'm going from such a heavy weight and losing so much fat. I'm gonna lose muscle. I'm gonna lose strength. But I'm gonna try to work out. And if my bench press, if I lose strength in my bench press, I don't care. I'm just gonna keep high reps, pumping the muscles. I will do, and I do continue to do heavy weight, but not as often as I used to. Man, I used to try that, like I was trying to max out my weight, like my 3 and 2 rep maxes, like once a week, and it's taxing. And I like the feeling of the pump more. I like being able to just keep pushing, like high reps, high volume, I guess you can call it. So I think we're gonna do that today. Move up to the 40s. We're gonna move on to the 65, see how that feels. Check your ego at the door, man. Nobody gives a shit, really, how much you fucking press. What matters is how much progress you make, not how much you can press in a shitty ass fucking form. Stay with 65s and we'll just rep it out. Do like three or four sets of like 12, and then we'll pyramid down once or twice just to try to get that pump going. Get that second set. I found out that, of course, I watched the videos when I was, for the last like 5 years. Never really listened to it until I started doing it myself and trying it for myself. I go lighter weight with like the Smith machine, stick the elbows out with a little bit wider grip, and that activates my upper chest way more than just simply doing incline. It was incline, Smith machine, wide, a little bit wide grip, so a little bit past neutral, and I would stick my elbows out, bring the bar roughly around my neck, and just slowly rep it out with light weight for about 15 reps, and the pump was amazing. It was good. I miss that. I miss the Smith machine just for that. That's how good it was. 3 sets of the 65s. What I'm going to do now is drop it down to 40s and do a couple sets of, I don't know, 40s and maybe pyramid down. All depends on how I feel. Just rep it out. So I'm going to go stretch this out, and then we'll move over to a light flat barbell. Do another little warm-up set with the bar. Feel it out. Get an idea of how much weight I want to use. So, we'll do probably another 2 sets of the 35s, getting 8 to 10 reps. And then after that, we'll move into like accessory work, do some flies and shit like that, and then it'll be over. Let's get at it. My last tripod broke on me, so anybody want to send me their used tripods that still work? Hit me up. I'll take that off your hands. Oh, and my I just popped my little gorilla tripod thing. I was able to fix it, but I don't know how much longer it's gonna last. But yeah, we're gonna move on to accessory work. I'm gonna do some flies. I like doing pushing the weight out too. I like, I don't know if you noticed in the other videos, but when I do my flies, when I come up, I curl my pinky in, trying to focus on the upper chest there and get that squeeze. And then after that, we'll do some cable flies with my fancy dancy homemade lat cable pulley system I got going on here. Oh yeah, I don't know, like, what else have I learned on this fitness journey? I learned it takes time to figure out diet. Like, you gotta stay on your diet for a good solid, I want to say 2 weeks, maybe 3, to figure out if it's actually working for you or not. It takes your body time to adjust, and like 3 days in, you're not gonna lose the weight unless you're doing something crazy. You know what I mean? Give your body a time, like a week or 2, to see that little bit of weight loss start. And once it starts, you'll want to stick to your diet if it's working, and it'll slowly come off. You'll hit your fat loss plateau, and don't let it discourage you. You know what I mean? Keep at it, or make some tweaks here and there. Yeah, so I don't know why, but this weekend I really wanted to fuck my diet up. I wanted to eat everything. So what I did is I'm not eating cheese anymore, but I had some cheese. So that was just enough to like hold off the cravings, and my weight didn't move. So this week, you know, back on the strict diet of just, you know, eggs, egg whites, and chicken and vegetables. And we're gonna see. We're gonna give it another 2-3 weeks to see what happens, because you know, you can't, just because your weight isn't moving, like my weight dropped a week or 2 ago, and nothing moved. But like, you got to give it time. Give it time. Like your calories, from what I've been reading, it doesn't necessarily have to be a weekly thing. Or sorry, it doesn't necessarily have to be a daily thing. So it's kind of like a 1 week period. You have this much time, a week, to get the calories and everything roughly that you need. It doesn't necessarily have to be a daily thing. So if you think about that, when you're trying to lose weight, it's a weekly period. You have to do your diet for a week to see how your body may be reacting. Because like one day your body isn't going to change. Give it a week, give it 2 weeks. Don't just change your diets and switch things around. Like, oh, you know what? It's been 3 days. Nothing's done. Nothing's happened. You got to give it time. So time, and sticking to something for a couple weeks to see what happens. And then if you want to think about it in a working out aspect, you usually work your muscle group out once a week, normally, right? So you're not going to see change in 1 week, not even 2 weeks. You're gonna have to work at that and do that routine and hit the gym for 3 to 6 months before you see solid improvements that you can stick with and that you can hold on to. Like, unless you're a noob, you get noob gains. You're gonna get gains. You like, if you're new to the gym, you never lifted weights, you will build muscle going to the gym and just re-racking other assholes' weights. You know what I mean? Like, so you're gonna build weight if you're new. But if you've been hitting the gym and doing weights normally, like whatever, just throwing some stuff around, and you get serious about it, you're gonna have to wait. You're gonna have to be solid on your diet, solid on your routine, stick to it, and do it for 3 to 6 months. And if you actually stick to it for 3 to 6 months, you're gonna see progress, and you're gonna learn a lot about your body. You're gonna learn a lot about what your body reacts to, what works best for you, what doesn't work for you, what your joints don't like and do like. Stick to it. Fitness is a very long-term commitment. You can't just jump into it, jump out. I've done that, and let me tell you, it sucks. Because you jump in, you get some little progress over like a couple months, and then you jump out and you lose it all, like that. If you're not, your body is simple. Your body is not stupid. If you're not using it, lose it. It gets rid of it. So, let's get at it. No talking. it's another chest day. Feeling good. Got a good little pump going on. And tomorrow's back day. We'll see how this diet goes. And I'm gonna have to, another thing I've came to the realization of is I'm gonna have to learn to like cardio. I don't know how I'm gonna do that, I really don't. That's still something I haven't wrapped my head around, but I'm gonna have to, and I gotta figure it out eventually. That's like the missing link in my weight loss right now. Diet's a big part of it, but to get to where I wanna go, I'm gonna have to use cardio in a big part of it. So yeah, so don't forget that if you like this shit, comment, like, subscribe, share that shit with everybody you know, and till next time guys, cheers.